say. What has changed now so that we can now bring water in a sustainable way to this community? What has changed is that you now have a government that manages the economy well, and then we use those resources, not borrowed resources, we use the resources from the economy to invest in the infrastructure that delivers the benefit to you. That is what has changed. And so if you are a Jamaican and you don't have water in your community now, and you are upset, the strategic thing, the smart thing to do is to continue to vote for a government that will be able to keep the economy running very well, to generate the revenues so that the progress that we are seeing now in the investment in the infrastructure can continue. That is how the smart voter would think. That is how the smart voter would think.
So when Holness say if you don't know water in your pipe, all you have to do is just keep voting for him. Keep voting for him. Don't stop voting till you're tired. And you will get water in your pipe. Now, after 9 years in power, this man still going to tell us if you just keep voting like you're an idiot. Keep voting like you're born back a cow. If you get liquor water in your pipe. So you have to vote first before you can get liquor water in your pipe. After 9 years in a power, people. And you want to tell me, say, this government is not a wicked and cruel government? The way how the man lie, him attack and appear misty, he don't even know what he say now. Due to how him lie, and they try to make up the words them, him don't know what he say. So him just have to talk. People, time come for a change. And 9 years now, Andrew Holness in power. And him not going to no water in no pipe. So why you think in next 9 years from now no get water in no pipe? Andrew Holness spent 9 years in a power. And at the last year when he left, he come out. He started do everything. When he knows that he don't come out of power. People, only don't be fooled by this wicked evil government. Don't be fooled by this con artist, by this deceiving government. Don't be fooled by sweet talk. People, wise up. If you don't like and share the video, people, may I ask you to like and share the video. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none. So watch the video until the end. And remember, like up the video, share up the video, and subscribe to the channel. Alright? Make the run the intro and come back with some forward. People, don't be deceived by this wicked man.
I'm very concerned about the decision of the National Water Commission, apparently endorsed by the Minister without portfolio with responsibility for water, Minister Matthew Samuda, to no longer provide the relevant committee within the KSAMC, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, with the test results on water quality in the corporate area and the area of the jurisdiction of the KSAMC. We are aware that there will be some issues with the results from tests that were recently reviewed by the KSMC, and some publicity arose as a result of that. And it seems that the government is intent on shutting down any kind of adverse comments on this issue. Transparency is what's required. We need to know that the issues are being addressed and are being addressed fulsomely and quickly to protect the public and the standards of water in the corporate area. Shutting it down and covering it up is not the solution. And what the KSMC committee does is it provides some independent oversight and review of these tests rather than it being all within the bosom of the National Water Commission or other agencies of government. So we're calling on Minister Samuda and indeed Prime Minister Andrew Holness, if necessary, to reverse that decision and provide the KSMC relevant committee not only with the test results, but for the NWC management team that's responsible for these matters to attend the meetings of that committee and answer questions. And let us see if we can move forward to resolve the issues and protect the public so that everybody is getting clean water, water that doesn't have fecal chloroforms or any other problems. That is what the public demands, and that's what we are asking for.
Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers. Big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now people, remember to like and share this video. Remember to like and share this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. Alright. Now, the National Water Commission and the Jamaican Labour Party will no longer provide the KSAMC with any information regarding to water sample. Now, this has stemmed from the whole thing we happened the other day, people, where the People's National Party announced that una get dodo in the water for drink, a dirty water, them are going over full of bacteria. Now they're trying to hide the sample from the People's National Party and the KSAMC. Water Commission and the Jamaican Labour Party are doing that. Now, how can you trust these people? Instead of make things right, they're trying to covering up things. They're trying to hide the water sample test result from the KSAMC. That means no information will no longer provide to the public. And you want to tell me, say, this government mean the people of Jamaica no good? You want to tell me, say, Water Commission mean the people of Jamaica no good? People, this is a wicked and a cruel act, knowing that them are give you feces in our water for drink. Dirty water, them are going for drink. Even though I watch it. So you soon hear say, anyway, People's National Party of mayor, they won't provide any water sample result to those parishes. Wicked and a cruel hack. People, on my case and vote out this wicked, evil government. Alright? Now, over there in St. Thomas, the St. Thomas people them are going bad. And them are burn out Grams Morgan and them are burn out Andrew Wallace. Why? Because St. Thomas did have one of the biggest factory. And Andrew Wallace go over there go close down the people in factory. Now, only know Andrew Wallace and the Jamaican Labour Party as the PM that is non-progressive. Them don't want a training center, they don't want a factory, they don't want a school and all of that little something there. So what them do? Them go over there and lock down the people in factory and turn it into an urban center. Now, the people them over there in St. Thomas are not having it. Now, people, this is what I am talking about. Check it out.
The vision of Dr. the Honorable. Thank you. Thank you for your vision. Truly, I said I'm a fan of many people, but I stalk your Instagram page, sir, to see what is next for Jamaica. And truly, I've become a fan. Surely your history is going to be next to none. And not because we've met at several events, or I am a Labourite or a PNP. I'm just saying the work that you are doing is next to none. I've been to all kind of countries, from America to Canada. And when you talk about development, here to serve, sir.
Bless up, love and respect again, my people. A lot of love and respect to everybody out there. You see me? Now, the one you have for Grams Morgan. Yeah? Gramps Morgan from the Morgan Heritage family, or where them want to come from. Yeah? Now, Gramps Morgan, remember you're not born in Jamaica, you're not born in Eastern St. Thomas, you're born in a Brooklyn, New York. You understand me? You're born in Brooklyn, in America. You understand me? In the terrorist country you're born. You understand me? The imperialist. So you have an imperialist mindset in Gramps Morgan, yeah? Now, we don't want you come to Eastern St. Thomas and come tell we what development we are being facing. Because you don't know nothing about St. Thomas. Here's your run for years of Gramps Morgan. Yeah? We don't know you have no celebrity back boy here, you know. You understand me? A popcorn. Our celebrity boy, yeah. We always arise and help St. Thomas and try to make St. Thomas people them stand up and fight up for what them want. Gramps Morgan, we don't know your brother. So no come here, so come tell you about no speech. Because you're not born here, you know. You're born way in Brooklyn, in the imperialist them country. So it's you if you come tell me about how St. Thomas are developed region. Man, go here, man, because you don't know nothing for Eastern St. Thomas. All you not chat. I want celebrity me see out the stand up and we stand up and chat for St. Thomas. And his unruly boss. Popcorn, I mean not stop say it. So Gramps Morgan, you can't go. You understand me? Because he's like a puppet. What you know about you come talk about St. Thomas being developing. And you've been over many countries across the world. What kind of lie you tell? You got Europe, you got Estonia, all of them country there. You got Sweden, you got Switzerland. Have none coming like Jamaica? In a lack. We are lack of development. What you call development, man? Man, humble yourself, man. Because we have one of the biggest factories in Eastern St. Thomas and Jamaica. We lock it down for your urban center. You talk about development. Gramps Morgan, go here, man. You don't make your money off a tour from Italy and them place there already, you know. So you're not business about St. Thomas. You know nothing about St. Thomas and the history where St. Thomas people them face, you know. So with you come a chat. You all win Grammy already, you know, man. Go on America. You live Gramps Morgan America. You're born and have your citizenship. Now come chat and tell St. Thomas people because you don't know St. Thomas history. Yeah? Yeah, your father is just the same.
One thing I can tell me Jamaican people them say. You can't listen to Gramps Morgan and them people when you know about pressure. Them the people born in the riches. And yet still, them still take money from the government. For lie to uno. These people are so deceitful. They're just like Andrew Wallace. Then instead of Andrew Wallace do the right thing. And step away, walk away, go on where he go. He must pay Gramps Morgan to come tell lie for him. But he must talk Instagram page with the little liard mode. Gramps Morgan, go trim off your locks off your head. Go on. Gramps Morgan, your woman want grab you in your head and swing you 2 times and lick your head all about. Because she's a national disgrace to this country. If take Andrew Wallace money, if promote lies. You is a national disgrace. Because me and you know say, every single thing what you say is a lie. Let me tell you something. You see anything at all where Andrew Wallace can make money off in other country, he's not interested in it. Anything where Andrew Wallace can make money off him no business with the people. As long as him make money off it, he don't care. He don't give a damn about nothing else. So Gramps Morgan, do me a favor. Tie your locks them round your neck. And make your woman dry you. You're a national disgrace to this country. You and Andrew Wallace are the same thing. Speaking about Andrew Wallace, did you know say that urban center over there in St. Thomas did not built by Andrew Wallace and in government? That urban center were built by NCB people. Alright, I don't do too much talking. Let me provide some proof to you before me even say nothing. I want you to listen to this clip for yourself and tell me if you can ever believe in a nothing with Andrew Wallace people.
We have NCB Capital Markets through our Stratus funds has made an equity investment. We're a 21% shareholder in the project. We have arranged and provided preference share financing, and we provided the the construction financing for this project. And we feel that we're both in an enviable position and a humbling position that there is very few, if any, other financial institution that can participate in the entire capital structure of a project like this, of this size and magnitude. So we're proud to be here, really impressed with the work that Factories Corporation and their team have done to get it to this point. Looking forward to partnering not only with Czech and Factories Corporation, but with all of those fellow tenants that are going to be a part of this project and really making this a destination for Morant Bay and St. Thomas and really making the impact on the economy and the lives of individuals so that we can, again, make sure that we are building a better Jamaica. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bruce Boyens from NCB. Now, please forgive me, I was a little ahead of myself. Most Honorable Prime Minister, Cabinet Secretary, Permanent Secretaries, Members of Parliament, Ministers of Government, and of course our councillors and you specially invited guests. You're here today for this event and we appreciate you. We are honored to have you here. Next on the program is Chairman of Factories Corporation of Jamaica and also Chairman of the Morant Bay Urban Centre Company Limited, Littleton Shirley.
Most Honorable Prime Minister, I know this is not a formal event, but it would be difficult for me not to recognize the attendees in their various categories. Ministers of Government, Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Audrey Sewell, Member of Parliament, Permanent Secretaries, Chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation and your team of councillors and CEO, heads of agencies, company executives, joint ventures partners, NCB Market and NCB Finance, China Harbor Engineering Company Check, my board of directors at FCJ, and my most important, my management staff. Special thank you to be here this afternoon. I greet you all and greet you well. I know what I'm going to say going to trigger off a lot of applause. So I'm asking you to be short on it because I only have 3 minutes. This project, Prime Minister, is 6 years in the making. You had this vision of creating a town center for Morant Bay, which would be an example of sustainable development and growth for the parish. A town center that provides a framework to encourage and support public order in Jamaica, which we so need. A town center to facilitate the fusion between public and private sector entities in what you call a one-stop shop, which will provide efficiencies in doing business in the campus. This, Prime Minister, as you well know, is the first to be conceptualized in Jamaica. We first had to believe in your vision, Prime Minister, before we could sell this vision to anyone else.
Now, all the Prime Minister do, I sit down and wait for people to do the work, and then him take the credit for it. Every single thing, him sit down and wait, and then him take the credit for it. Andrew Holness, a full time for you resign now. A full time you resign, just like Portia seems to work. You take the credit for it. You never give no credit for nothing at all. You always take the whole of the credit, just like in our day. When the little wicked boy hold on a little girl, a little 9-year-old, and the police them wipe him out, and you take your whole of the credit for it. You don't even give the people of Jamaica any. And if I went for you alone, me I tell you say, all know that man wouldn't still in a bush or run up and down, or he wouldn't do more crime, pan top of more crime, and you wouldn't do nothing at all about it, Andrew Holness. Because you enjoy these things. You enjoy our little boy and our little girl being abused. But you take all of the credit. You enjoy seeing female getting abused. Just like your best friend Andrew Holness that beat the nurse. Beat her, spit on her, pull in weapon on her, And all of this something there. And I don't hear you come out and say anything at all about it. And then your best friend. Now them did only charge him. Just give him one charge. But because of the people in social media, we come out strong and the one that say, how comes that wicked evil man, that animal, only get one charge. Me say, you take time and put on some more charge. But Andrew Holness, nobody no believe in a hono. Nobody on a evil. He's just like you. That evil man is just like you. I don't know, hey, on a rat in a prison. Because I know Mark Walling don't send you far. And I know say him, they go ratting in the too. You all wicked man. Can you handle a female like that worse than nurse? Come on, man. Only to wicked man. And you don't have nothing to say about it. I know you don't come out and say nothing at all about it. You're evil, Andrew Holness.
I tried to go right, he swerved right. I tried to go left, he swerved left. That went on for about 3 different attempts to go around him. Eventually, I went around him on the other side of the road to get away from him. I drove, and when I got to Stella Maris, I realized it was still behind me. I called 119 at the time. 119 was on the phone with me. And I got into Grant's Pen where we had a red light. The man came out of his vehicle with a gun in his hand and a hot coffee cup. And he used that hot coffee mug and beat down my window. The man beat that window down. The police was still on the phone, on the Bluetooth, so he could hear what was going on. The recount I'm giving you sounds eerily similar.
Me can better say, I know the first time that wicked evil man I do something like that. I know the first time I can guarantee you say if he even have a wife, he might beat his wife too. He might ill-treat his wife. He might pull his weapon on his wife. That man is very evil. And he shouldn't be behind bars and not get no bail, none at all. He's not supposed to come out. A animal that. Any man when you see treat woman and picnic like that, them are animal. They cannot be trusted. What could I cause it for a man to be handling a female like that? You're evil. And I think the Jamaican people should call on you to stay behind bars and pressure it too. Remember, you're a woman beater.
The man seen in a video assaulting a nurse in Mount Airy, St. Andrew, had reportedly dragged the woman from her car and spat in her face twice before further assaulting her. The uncle of the nurse, who requested that his name be withheld, spoke with Nationwide News on Friday. He told our news centre that the accused man was blocking traffic and appeared drunk when his niece was attacked. Dana Davey reports.
The incident took place on Mount Friendship Road, Mount Airy, on Tuesday evening at about 7. According to the uncle, his niece, who is in her mid-30s, was on her way to work at a corporate area hospital. He says upon reaching a section of the roadway, she encountered a motorist driving recklessly ahead of her in a Mercedes-Benz.
So when she coming down, the Benz in front of her and the man drive away in the road. So coming down now, it's like he might go in the middle of the road and out and in call like him drunk. And he stop and talk to somebody. So she said she had two her hand and I said, oh, you can pull over for me late to work. So if you can pull over, make me pass. Me said the man get, I said, who is that? Who is that? Huh? Who is that? A blow. And he come out.
The uncle says the man got out of the Benz and approached his niece as she sat in the car. He says the man spat in his niece's face before dragging her from the vehicle.
He come out and get angry and spit in her face. So she says she'll fling a bucket of water upon him and he spit in her face again. 2 times he spit in her face. He jar out of the vehicle and start assault her and lift her, fling her gun upon her back and step in her face and back gun upon her. And the gun drop and a man take up the gun.
The uncle says the incident has left his niece traumatized.
She said, was me lit the vehicle, so him that kill me. The uncle I said, bossy, stop, you can't do the girl. So then try to hold him or nothing. Because you see the one who have the gun, you see him wrestle with him to get back the gun from him. In the video. Yeah, she ball for her shoulder and her neck. Because I remember saying walk in her face, you know. She get released, but she still have she still have she still have pain with her hand and thing. So I don't know, she kind of traumatized because all her foot bottom cut up because she not driving her shoes.
A report was made to the police and the man was arrested. He remains in custody this afternoon.
Now, if you don't realize, people, how long it take them to arrest this man, And guess what? You see, if it was a regular man, when on no links, when on no connection, me can guarantee you, say, police would have go pitch him over, can him up, and say it was a shootout. Me can guarantee you, say, if it was a regular man, police would have go can him up and say it is a shootout, or he would be behind bars without bail for rest of life. But because Andrew Holness' best friend, the government of Jamaica best friend, them have lenient upon him. But people, hey, me I tell you, say, God not sleep, God not sleep.
The incident that took place involving our healthcare worker must be condemned as a heinous, brutal act. And we must ensure that the law takes its course and the perpetrators or perpetrator should be punished to the full extent of the law. At this point, the health system through the University Hospital of the West Indies is providing care to our healthcare worker, and I've reached out to her relatives and will continue to offer whatever support is necessary for her full and speedy recovery. In the meantime, I urge all of us to recognize the importance of our healthcare workers, the essential nature of the service they provide, the fact that they have to be on the roads at all hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that we provide the support that is required of them to get to work on time and to help them to achieve the life-saving purpose for which they were trained and that they are committed to. Again, I condemn this act and hope that the consequences of those actions demonstrate in the full extent why this is unacceptable, while we continue to give support for the full recovery of our healthcare worker.
People, let me tell you this. A pure woman beater in the Jamaican Labour Party. Remember that one day from over saying, where what they call him George Wright, where them did have one video, people. I beat one woman in her head, with one stool, and a hungry woman like a dog, Remember, people. You see him George Wright there, The Labour right one, with me here, Andrew Holness and Christopher Tough Time, them. I tell the people themselves, if you pardon him, give him another chance. Yeah? The people them, Christopher Tough Time go over St. Elizabeth. They tell the St. Elizabeth people them, if you give him another chance and vote him in. Me, I go save St. Elizabeth people them. A damn idiot.
Dear Jamaicans, a lot of people have been inboxing me or DMing me to find out how comes I haven't put out any content for a while. It's for reasons like this. For reasons like Christopher Tough Time. I get triggered easily. And sometimes I just have to separate myself from things that trigger me. And I have been triggered by Jamaica's healthcare for a while. It's so ironic that while Dr. Tufton was making this statement, was making this claim, I had been busy trying to coordinate healthcare for several people in Jamaica who could not receive adequate healthcare in Jamaica. And before I want to go any further, I'm not for 1 minute blaming the healthcare professionals, not at all. Jamaican healthcare professionals are true heroes because they literally get basket for carry water. They have been expected to take water out of stone. Why? Because the administrators and the politicians have kept these hospitals and health centers under-resourced for a mighty long time. Last week was very emotionally draining for me because we had to help to try and coordinate a patient transfer for a critically ill patient who could not receive adequate health care in Jamaica for the simple reason that no ventilator was available. Another issue that I have is the fact that they have this facade that healthcare is free in Jamaica. It is not, because what they're offering for free is virtually nothing. When you are ill and you need to be admitted in the hospital, diagnostic procedures need to be done. Public hospitals no longer offer most diagnostic procedures. No CT scan available, no MRI, no ultrasound in most cases, even X-ray limited. And when a sick person, doctors require sick people to go and get these procedures done in the private facilities, they have to pay. And sometimes they have to pay a pretty sum of money, like $100,000 in some instances. So what they have done is stripped the public health sector down to nothing, and then gaslight you and tell you that they receive good care. Define good care, Dr. Tufton. What is good care? Because obviously your standards are different from the world standards. Because according to the world standard, Jamaica does not offer good care, good services in the hospitals. That's why so many countries have us on watch lists, warning them citizens, don't come here, come get sick. So you expect us to accept what you call good care? What is good care? And again, I'm not blaming, and I don't want to get the healthcare workers upset because they are doing the best they can. The issue is when these people refuse to repair or replace machines that no longer work, when they owe suppliers for basic commodities, incidentals that are needed, drugs, personal protective equipment, etc., and they don't pay them, and then they keep going through them until nobody wants to give them anything. When they don't service the hospitals properly and mold grows. Those are part of receiving good care too. Those are basic things. And then you're not providing the equipment like ventilators that needed to sustain life in critically ill patients. You expect these patients to be put at further risk to leave hospitals when they are critically ill, to go in an ambulance. They have to basically risk themselves when they're critically ill to be transported in ambulances to private health facilities, to be charged an arm and a leg for diagnostic procedures. And don't tell me say nothing don't go so, because last week me have a patient with a go elite and it's 150,000 elite was charging for the MRI that person needed to do from a public health facility. So I don't want to hear nobody come tell me say it's free, because it is not. That is a lie from the pit of hell. So when this man come and talk about good care, either to him take unofa menke. And if uno continue with this man as the health minister, I'm going to suffer in the next 5 years. That's all I can say to uno. In the meantime, to be brutally honest with you, I try divorce my mind from Jamaica problem, because sometimes I wonder if I really want to fix Jamaica problems. Sometimes I think I have Stockholm syndrome and I love the foolishness. My aim right now is to get to 50 years old without a strand of grey hair. Because I raise 3 kids and them never give me no grey hair. So Jamaica not going to give me no grey hair. I plan to get to 50 years old without a strand of grey hair and my 6-pack abs where I have on my belly and a tight, firm ASS where I have behind me. Those are my goals. As for the rest of you in Jamaica, if you don't want to fix Jamaica, you better come together and work and get out this damn government. That is all I have to say to you. I thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.